Now you're watching the best musician podcast channel is Borderland FM. Let's go! Woo! I invite Mosi. Yeah, so introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Mosi. Thank you for the invitation, Bluebird.
Yeah.
So happy to be in Seoul.
Yeah.
I think it one of my favorite place in the world.
Wow.
I don't know if it's number one or number two. I love Tokyo also, so it's always a competition between the two cities. But so happy to be here. So thank you for having me.
Yeah. So have you been Tokyo before or after?
Tomorrow I'm going to Tokyo.
Oh really?
Yeah. But in the past I played in Tokyo also. And next week I'm playing in Tokyo also.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I have a plan to go Tokyo 2 weeks after.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe we can't see, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's I will be back in Paris.
Okay.
I'm staying only 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah.
So what's the out date?
I will be back in Paris on the 26th of
26th?
March. Yeah.
I go Tokyo at 26. Okay.
Bad luck next time.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm producing and composing music. I'm DJing,
Yeah.
and I'm also sometimes composing music for movies. Also score for movies.
Oh.
And of course, label in music are very limitative. If you say, okay, I'm doing a disco house or I'm doing this and this, it's never really accurate because it's very difficult to sum up what you do with just one name. But I like to say I'm doing something. I create a name. I call it a bit Dilla House. Dilla House because you understand because it's a bit of because I was listening to a lot of French house and I was listening also to a lot of hip hop and especially J Dilla. And so I like to say I'm doing Dilla House, but I don't know if it's accurate because but yeah, I think in the music I'm producing you can hear the influence of French house. You can hear the influence of hip hop, R&B, soul in it. I try to mix that, and right now I'm working also on an album which is more melancholic, and the name of the album is Sad Boys Club, and it's a bit more melancholic, and it has also some electropop influences from the 2010 era, with bands like Cut Copy, Miami Horror. So my production now are a bit shifting for that project. J Dilla is of course an amazing producer because he didn't create a revolution on hip hop. He did better. He created an evolution. I think it's people don't realize that, but I think it's easier to do a revolution than to do an evolution, because when you do a revolution, you take everything that's on the table and you move it away and you do your own thing and you do a revolution. But J Dilla, it was much more subtle because it was an evolution of hip hop. Like he took what's already there and in a very subtle way he made an evolution out of that. And his timing, of course, his groove, his sound is really, really inspiring. Maybe the greatest hip hop producer of all time. For me, it's the greatest producer. Yeah, really deep, and you can hear the love of music in his heart and his dedication also.
I heard your soundtrack.
Yeah.
The BPM is a little slow.
Yeah.
Like average house, because average house music BPM is 120
Yeah.
to 130.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think your BPM is 100.
Yeah, it goes to maybe 100 115
Yeah.
sometimes, but it's true that now there's a bit of difference gap between what I'm playing in my DJ set and the music I'm releasing. And the music I'm releasing is more like for warm up or pool house party or sunset party.
Something cozy vibe.
Yeah,
Chill vibe.
yeah. It's more. I think the music at a bit slower is more sensual and more interesting for the groove. I think between 100 and 115, I don't know. I feel that the tempo is less. How can I say? Give you more freedom, more space to create. That's the feeling I have. To put the little groove and the syncope. I think it's working better at a bit of slower BPM. And I believe that once you over 118, 120, it feels like the music has to run after the BPM and has less time to groove. Well, I mean, you can groove, of course, but it's more generic. Less space, and it's more like institutional groove, And I think you can be a bit more surprising with a slower BPM. My feeling on it, of course, it's not a true science.
For me, I used to composing music. Like your tempo. But in Korea, many people like some a little more faster BPM.
Yeah, in France too. I'm not following a trend. It's really personal. I try sometimes. I say, okay, I'm gonna do a club track, but then my feeling, my intuition leads me to slower beats.
Tell us about your track. All I can do, I miss. This is.
All I can do is miss you. Well, it's a track I did. There was like two different backgrounds for this track because I started this track because of my girlfriend. At that time, for some reason, I could not see her for some times, so I started that track. And then finally I could see her again, so I forget about that track, and it was just somewhere in my computer. And then, I found back at my place some old VHS, old tape from my childhood, like really, really a long time ago, of my parents. And I found those VHS, and I went to a store to make it digital, and I saw those images for the first time, and it was like so nostalgic. And then I think back about All I Can Do Is Miss You, the first demo that I started for my girlfriend. I said, oh wow, it could really, it's matching so much, the image could match so much with the track. And so I finished the track with these images in tape, and that's why, I don't know if you checked, but I did a little video for that track on YouTube using a real footage from my childhood. Yes. And so All I Can Do Is Miss You. It's not talking about someone in particular. It's talking about the feeling of your inner child, and your childhood. Yeah, like you wish you could live that time again, but all you can do is missing that time. But somewhere inside you. The little Kim is still there, and the little Mosi is still in us. And so that's the track about. It's a nostalgic track, but with hope in it also,
So the nostalgic and hope is inside your track.
And then when I finished the track, then I sent the track to one of my friends, a very great producer from Canada, Logo, and he put his little touch on it also, and that's how we did the track. And that's my vocal on it also. yeah, I think most of my track, no, I think all of my track, I always use a bit of my vocals on it to make it more personal.
Sometimes we really miss our childhood, right?
Yes.
We want to go back to just one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel that our childhood period is like a dream. But
Yeah.
it is too far.
But
really far.
that's every day I try to speak a bit with my inner child, to always keep a strong connection with the little child, that was in it. I think it's very important to not kill the child that is in you, but to make him happy, keep him alive.
If you meet
Yeah.
the child Mosi, what will you talk to your child Mosi?
Well, I think one of the superpower you get when you growing up, it's to truly understand that everything that happens to you, like you can always, no matter what happens, even the worst thing in life, it's only happening in your head, and no matter if you live in a 200 meter square, or if you live in a closet, in fact, the first place where you live is in your head. You know what I mean? So I think I will tell that to the little me, that don't worry too much. Just worried about making inside a good place, because it's where you're gonna live all your life. And of course it's better to be in a nice apartment and everything. But the most important, it's first to make your mind, and inside your mind, the best place, because there's no escape from that. And everything you're feeling, all your connection, come from here, so it's more important. Okay, of course, chasing the nice clothes, everything after, but first make sure that inside it's good, because there's no escape.
So summary, don't worry and make your mind as a good place, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Totally. Thank you. I took 10 minutes. You took 2 seconds to tell it.
What was your first impression of Korea?
I came here for the first time 2 years ago, and I loved it.
You have been here 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I played in Béton Brut 2 years ago. I don't know if you know this club.
Yeah, that is very famous.
And I did a little set for Mix TV at that time with Sonny, DJ Bella.
So can we hear your mix set?
I think it's still online. I believe. I didn't check, but normally it's still online. And no, I had such a great impression. I mean, what was like really impressive for me, it's like the level of details when you go into shops here, and like the architecture, the setup of the shops. It's so creative and so much into details, and such great taste, and like really impressive. No. That, like, I mean, I'm talking about Seoul in general, and like all the shops, like, I don't know, Nudake, it's best bakery I ever been. Gentle Monster, the shops are crazy. The level of details is like so impressive to see all the details that the Korean brands are putting into it. Like, really, I was so impressed.
We are really good at branding, archiving something, branding something. Yeah, because this country is very small.
Yeah.
So all we have to do is to make something very precious.
Wow, and you're doing a great job, because I see even like something like stupid that, like, really I said, whoa, okay, they're really ahead. It's like the way you guys take picture of food.
Take picture.
Yeah, the way you guys are making picture of food and make it look good on picture, it was like really original. I was like, what? And then now, 2 years after, I see in Paris that a lot of people are getting some inspiration by the way you guys are marketing food and yeah.
So you say Korean is good at picture of food?
Yeah, picture in general. Like every picture, like even though sometimes like for basic shops, like you see like the campaign they're doing and the picture, like really like I think there is a great eye for photography in Korea.
For artists, for art, so seeing some image is very very important, right? Yeah. So we Korean are very know about showing something. So what was the best food you have?
Here, I went to a restaurant in the north of Seoul called On 65. I don't know if you heard about this place. It's an amazing restaurant with every meal has something to do with kimchi.
Kimchi?
Yeah, there's a kimchi in every meal. And wow, it was orgasmic. And second is Ma Coffee.
Ma Coffee?
Ma. M-A-A Coffee Cafe.
M-A-A?
Yeah, coffee. I think it's close to Hongdae.
Hongdae?
Yeah, and they do like cucumber sandwich and baba urom, and crazy good. Crazy good.
Was good?
Really good. Like, no, but like,
have you ever met Korean barbecue?
Yeah, I did some.
How was it?
Yeah, my jacket still smells the Korean barbecue. No, I've been, of course, it's great. Love it.
Samgyeopsal is the most popular food.
Yeah?
So what was your favorite place in Korea?
Favorite place in Korea that I've been... what?
Itaewon?
I think is Annam. Annam-dong.
Oh,
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, all the little streets, all the little cafe, the vibe on a Sunday morning when all the people are walking down, and something also that I was happy to notice, like very particular to Seoul, is like to see the amount of couple in the streets. There's a lot of lovers.
Oh yeah.
A lot of lovers and like very tenderness vibe, you know, I think I was surprised to see that Korean couples demonstrate love in public, you know, and that creates a cool vibe, man. In Annam, you see all these young couples working together, and you have to be happy when you see that, you know.
Yeah, right. Sometimes I envy them.
Because you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
It's gonna come, man. You guys.
Okay.
What's the point of life, you know, if you have to work with something that you don't feel nothing for, you know? You just go as a robot to your work and just looking at your watch to see, okay, I can't wait to be back. And you spend your whole life waiting. And I'm among the very, very lucky people that, you know, I'm in the studio. I don't know what time is it because the time flies. And
while making music?
Yeah, while making music, and you're not counting the hours because you are living your passion. You are making something significant for you, and that's what I love about my life. Most important. It's more, I'm not gonna tell you, okay, I made this project and this track did crazy streams. What I want to brag about is like that I choose something that makes me happy and that is significant for me.
Oh, really good line.
Yeah.
While making music, time goes really fast, right?
It's like a vortex, like you disappear somewhere and then, whoa, already 6 in the morning, yes. Yeah. That's, you really understand Einstein when you do music. You really understand what it means that the time is relative, right?
Yeah, right. So let's talk about the program about music.
Yeah.
So which program do you use?
I use Ableton. Ableton.
Ableton.
Ableton.
So
Yeah.
many people nowadays use Ableton.
Yeah. I started with the ancestor of Fruity Loop. Really simple creator. At the beginning, then I switched to Cubase, and now for a long time I'm in Ableton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you?
Very similar with me. I started at Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
And then Cubase.
Whoa.
But I go to Logic.
Okay, in between. Okay.
But I'm trying to. I want to study about Ableton because I perform on some live, but Ableton Live is the most good program to play live performance, right?
Yeah, supposed to, but I think, it's not a big important for me. Tool most important, it's you. It's your singularity, and if you feel, you used to a tool, then it's fine. But I don't believe that there is one better than the other. It depends of. I think the most important focus is to work on managing to be original and singular, to be to find yourself, and that's how you're gonna find your music and your sound. First, to find yourself. I think it's because it's always the first question people that want to do music ask, like, oh, what are you working on with? And I'm working with my life, with what made me sad, what made me happy. That's more important than the program, to be aware of what's going on in here.
Who are your biggest musical influences?
So Dila, all the French touch, all the French house artists like Étienne de Crécy, Alex Goffer, Cassius, Daft Punk, of course, but also American artists like Paul Johnson, Armand Van Andel. Maybe Artful Doggers also in the UK. I don't know if you remember them. Yes, I would say that are. And hip hop producer, of course, J Dilla, Timbaland, Kanye West, The Neptunes, DJ Premier. I think I like also someone that people don't talk enough is Ayatollah. I don't remember if you know this beatmaker. Ayatollah, he did Miss Fat Booty for Mos Def.
Maybe the most famous French producer in Korea is French Kiwi Juice.
Oh yeah, FKG, yes.
Maybe
from Rush Music. Oh yeah, he's the most famous artist in Korea.
Many of my friends like FKG.
Oh yeah, he's a great producer.
But I'm gonna announce Mosi to my Korean friend.
Yeah.
Oh. What is your main instrument? Piano or guitar?
I don't play instrument. I mean, I play my keyboard, but very bad. So I have to, reprogram. I'd say my best instrument is my mind, and I'm telling the computer what to play, how to play. But I'm afraid my hands are not quick enough to follow my ideas. But I like, I like that to find a unique sound, and that the piano is not sounding like a piano, the guitar is not sounding like a guitar, but something like something unique. I would say so. But it's true that most of my track I start with chords. With the chords, or with a melody, but I almost never start with the rhythm. I always start with the chords or the melody. Yes.
Same as me.
Yes. You really like the beat goes after to follow this, but in my case,
There is. I feel something. There is some his main artist.
Yeah.
Melody is main artist.
Yeah.
For me, is melody is main.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, same.
Same?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always start with a sample or some chords. Sometimes I start with a sample and then I get rid of it at the end of the track, but I start with chords. The album I'm working on is a bit the expression of that part of me that is introvert, and I for many years I didn't know I was an introvert because I was not shy. I'm not shy.
Yeah.
And I thought that introvert means shy. And no, it's not that. It's just that why do I identify as introvert? It's because to me, to do social talks with people, talk about the weather, talk about how's your day, what do you do in life. This takes me a lot of energy. And then I need to go home to reload my social battery, I'm charging my social battery when I'm alone. I need to be alone at least 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I need that. And I love people, and but I love to talk on a deeper level with people, and it takes me a lot of energy to chit chat with people, to talk about superficial stuff or the weather or stuff like that. I understand that people need this conversation, but for me it takes a lot of energy. Yes, yeah. Like you what, are you extrovert?
I am extrovert.
Oh yeah? So you need people to reload your battery.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I get energy to meeting Mosi.
No, but I have energy to meet you because we one and we're talking about, we go deep in the subject.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
But if I'm in a group and and we talk about nothing really interesting or meaningful, then it takes me a lot of energy.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, and sometimes I have to pretend to go to the toilet just to charge. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah, of course.
What is your future plan or some upcoming project?
Sad Boys Club is my project I'm working on. I already released the first track called I Don't Wanna Dance. And it's the idea when you are, it's strange for a DJ to do a track that's saying I don't want to dance, but that was the feeling sometimes when your friend or your girlfriend drags you to a party you don't want to be there. There's only superficial people there, people that only care about bragging, showing how cool and rich they are, and all you want to do is go home, chill, watch a good movie with your girlfriend. And I did that track about that feeling, and all the projects Sad Boys Club is around this feeling of you outside, surrounded by people, but yet you never feel that lonely. Sometimes it's very paradoxical because you are surrounded by many people, but yet you feel lonely because those people are not really here. They are staying on the surface and they're not really present. So all the project is gonna be around this mood, and I'm gonna be releasing a track on a really regular basis, and until I think maybe next November, December, I will release the album.
Oh wow!
Yes.
So, is it your first album?
Yeah, it will be my first album. Yes.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
감사합니다.
Okay, so say goodbye to Korean and let's finish our interview.
감사합니다, and thank you so much for having me in this beautiful country. I really think that Korea has a a big message to send to the world, because I believe that you guys are so into details and it's very humble.
Yeah.
So that's a big inspiration I'm gonna try to take and bring that home.
What is the mean 감사합니다 at French?
Merci.
Merci.
Yes.
Merci, Mosi.
Merci.
Okay. Bye bye.